Hello guys, this is Language-Enthusiast speaking. Today is Saturday, October 7th, the year 2023. The time now is, 2:36 p.m. Okay, it's much earlier than usual. I've just finished lunch. Today's lunch was pretty light. And I put some chicken and egg and vegetable, and I made a soup because yesterday I learned that I have known this. I have known of this information for a long time, but yesterday I watched this video about what to eat in order to avoid having a cancer. Since I had a colon cancer myself and I had the operation last year, I've been paying much attention to what I eat. But sometimes I forget because there's something that can be very appetizing, right? And I tend to eat some food that I rarely eat and feeling a bit too relaxed, and I pay less attention to those foods, and I don't think it's good, but since until I found out that I had my colon cancer, I have been eating anything that I wanted, right? So my brain remembers that, and sometimes some particular foods like food cakes and snacks, potato chips, or something like these can be very appetizing, enticing to me. But when I watched this video yesterday, the doctor, what was that video? I watched several of this kind yesterday, and I don't remember which one particularly, but yes, that video in which this very funny-looking doctor, a very entertaining doctor, was talking about some food that you should avoid, or some cooking method that you should avoid. And the worst one is frying. Okay, deep fried something like deep fried cutlets, or deep fried fish, deep fried potato. I hear that when you deep fry potatoes, they produce some nasty substances, which is bad for your health, and carcinogen. I forgot the word, but the substance that causes cancer, and especially when you deep fry potatoes. Okay, I never deep fry potatoes, and the safest way of cooking method is steaming, and the next safer is the boiling, or like a stew or soup, because and the next little bit more dangerous than boiling is baking, or I don't know how to say it, frying. One more word. Baking means you bake a bread or something, right? but grill. Okay, grill, saute with a frying pan with oil or without oil. Anyway, and the next one, the a little bit more dangerous method of cooking is, fry, and deep fried is the most dangerous way. And so when I cooked lunch today, all I was thinking about was this, and I try not to either fry, saute, or deep fry the ingredients. And my main dish for today's lunch was chicken, as I said a little earlier. So I try not to fry it. So I made a soup with lots of vegetables like carrots and dried mushroom and anything else, Japanese radish and anything else, some green vegetables. We called it, I forgot the name of it. It looks like a spinach, but it is not spinach. And is it singular or plural? Oh, it's so troublesome to think about whether it should be plural or singular. I always have to think about this. Yeah, everyone has to think about this when speaking English, right? You cannot get away with this as long as you speak English, right? So I have to be determined. I have to understand this properly, deeply. Yeah, I know, but since we don't have any concept which is similar to this in Japanese, we never pay attention to whether it should be singular or plural. But when it comes to learning a foreign language, we cannot escape from this, right? Because this is what learning a foreign language is all about, right? You have to get used to something that you never have in your native language, right? Okay, anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about my lunch, right? And that was quite delicious. And I didn't use any artificial ingredients. So it was quite safe to eat. And I cooked rice too. And I ate the rice with the soup. Or I ate the soup with the rice. Okay, whichever. Anyway, it's so windy today. And it's very cool and it's very pleasant. The wind is very pleasant. And I really love this time of the year. It's autumn now. At last, it has become cooler. And I enjoyed walking my dogs already just after I woke up. Actually, I woke up pretty late because I went to bed before midnight last night. But as usual, I woke up a few times in the middle of the night. Yeah, I hear that this phenomenon could happen to older people. So it's quite normal for people in my age or even older. So I don't feel very anxious about it now after hearing this. Okay, anyway, where was I? And I was a bit groggy in the morning, so I tried to sleep as much as I want. And after I woke up, I walked my dog first thing in the morning. But before that, I let my dogs drink some milk because just after they woke up, they must have been dehydrated. But they wouldn't drink water no matter how much I insisted. So it is probably because they were not thirsty. If they were thirsty or they have been thirsty, they would have been happy to drink any water. Because they are instinctive. I wonder if this expression makes sense. I don't know, but because animals are not humans, and they just follow their instincts, right? And then if their body is not dehydrated, they don't want to drink any water, right? Any liquid, right? Their body doesn't require any liquid. So that's why no matter how much I try them to drink water, because first thing in the morning they are hungry, and I'm not sure if their body has enough water. But they love drinking milk, and the milk is made of some powder. I use some powder, and it is made of goat milk, and it's dried, so I had to add some hot water, okay, and I add some water to cool it down so that they won't get burned. And I did it, and I gave some milk to my dogs, and I made it sure that they were not dehydrated anymore. And I took some protein drinks for myself. I made some protein drinks for myself, and I took it. It contained 20 grams of protein. So it's good for my body, not only muscles, but also everything, like my body fluids, my skin, my hair. Everything is made of protein, right? Even the stomach fluid, digestive fluid, it is made of protein, right? So you have to get enough protein to keep yourself healthy. So these days I've been trying to take enough protein, and the easiest way for me to do is to take protein drinks. So I make it a rule to drink protein drink first thing in the morning, and I was ready to go out to walk my dogs, and I did. And the weather was perfect, but it was a bit hot. It was hotter than I had expected it would be, and I sweated. Is it okay? Sweated? I'm not sure about the past tense of this word, sweat. Okay, I did sweat. Pretty much. It made me so hot. And I drank lots of water to hydrate myself. Okay, anyway. And walking my dogs first thing in the morning actually tires me pretty much. And I was a bit lack of energy even in the morning already. But I took a good rest. I drank some coffee. And soon I had to cook my lunch. So I did it. And after eating it, I decided to practice my speaking like this. And here I am now, okay? And something that I wanted to talk about for today is that I was talking about this English coach I had happened to find a little while ago. The little before I started recording my voice yesterday, and I was so excited to talk about him. And I was almost about to apply for his free trial lesson, but I decided not to take his free trial lesson because ever since I started thinking about his lessons, lecture, or method, I felt as if I had stopped thinking suddenly. I felt as if I had stopped being creative. And I was afraid that taking someone's lessons, if I take someone's lessons, I had to stop the recording as usual because my daughter was coming down from the third floor to the second floor where I am always. Okay. And where was I? Yes. If I take someone's lessons, I was afraid that it might mean that I was just waiting for someone to tell me what to do. And this is actually the last thing I want. I want to be independent. I want to be the one who decides what to do for myself. And it's easier to wait for someone to tell me what to do, because all I have to do is just to follow the instruction, right? But it could be effective, it could be efficient, because if you have a coach, many professional athletes, many professional singers, professional people also have their own coach, right? It's a good thing, partly, but whether or not I really need a coach is something that I have to think thoroughly, or I should follow my instinct. If I would love to do this, it's okay for me to do this. But if I have some doubts or disbelief, or if I don't want to do it, or if I think that this is not the right thing for me to do, then I shouldn't do it. Yeah, it's natural though. And in terms of myself, or as for me, I don't think it is the best idea that I ask someone to tell me what to do, because in a nutshell, I'm a kind of person who doesn't like to do something that I don't like to do. So it might not be very efficient if I decide what to do myself. But this time around, I try not to apply for his trial lesson, to take a look at what his lessons are like. And instead, I try to learn from his method and to make my own method, to try to see if it is effective for me. And it's a very interesting method, but I'm not trying to do it exactly the same way, because I add some changes to it, so that it could be more suitable for myself. And all I need is my determination. All I need is my determination to keep it going. And this is what he says on his website, though. It is very important to keep doing it until you can see the result anyway. So it might take 2 or 3 months at least. So it's very easy to change the way you do very quickly, even before you can see the result. But you have to stick to it at least for a few months. Yeah, at least for a few months. And then there's no way that what you're doing never changes if you continue to do it. So all I want to do, or all I have to do, is just stick to what I'm doing now until I can see the result. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing the result myself. I'm pretty excited. This is something that is very basic. This is something that is totally. This is not something that is totally new. And many simultaneous interpreters do this method. And it's very simple and it's easy, and you can just need a book and translation, good English, and also audio. So you have to copy the audio, and you have to see the translation, and you have to just keep translating all the sentences quickly, very quickly. And the more you do it, the faster you can do it. And but just memorizing all those sentences is not the main objective. The main objective is that you understand how English sentences are made. You have to deeply understand how you make those English sentences yourself. And also, you can, by doing this, you can also learn how to use all those good expressions, natural expressions in your own sentences. So you don't have to memorize all those sentences one by one, word by word, but this practice helps you. Practice helps you to construct your own sentences eventually. So that is why you have to contact so many natural, good English sentences, and paying attention to how those sentences are made. In this way, you can make your own sentences which are correct, which are natural. You have to spend a good amount of time, a huge amount of time doing this. But the more you do it, the better you can get at it. And since you can get better at it, it makes you feel fun. So the more you do it, the more enjoyable you start feeling when you do this practice, and eventually you will never be able to stop this because it's fun. It's just fun. And the more you do it, your English is becoming more and better and better, and it makes you speaking, also writing, whatever, easier and easier. I never stick to this practice for a long time. I have done this practice here and there already so far, but I've never stuck. I've never stuck to this practice for a good amount of time. So that is why I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend time on this practice. I'm going to spend a good amount of time during this practice this time around. And I really want to see the result myself. So this is something that I wanted to talk about. And I picked up this book I bought the year 2013. And I seldom used this book, but the book is there for me, and it has so many natural English sentences that I can use in conversations with someone or in my practice when I talk about daily things, daily happenings, daily activities, whatsoever. It doesn't contain any novel or any very difficult, I don't know. I forgot the word. Okay. It's not. The book deals with very simple and easy English sentences that we normally use in conversations. So by doing this book and by picking up all those expressions from this book, I can talk about many things in a wider variety of ways, which means that it helps my vocabulary. it helps me improve my vocabulary. I can express my thoughts and opinions and feelings, actions in more detail, and which makes me feel rewarding because I often get stuck when I'm speaking, right? Because I don't know how to say it, or I don't know which words should be used in that particular occasions. I can't wait. I can't wait to I've already started this practice today. And but using only this book by just reading it is more difficult. But using the audio, it comes with a CD or 2 CDs, okay? And when I listen to this audio and the native speakers, native English speakers speak or read all those sentences, it's much easier for me to understand the sentences somehow. So maybe I'm better at listening to English rather than reading, I guess. So I'm going to use the audio very much because it's helpful. It's easier for me to learn the sentences and expressions, and it's easier for me to memorize them eventually. In the end, I try not to memorize them, but I intentionally no. But naturally, all those expressions should be absorbed in my head, in my mind, in myself. So I really hope it helps. So this is something that I wanted to talk about, and so I always want to be independent about my studying. So I probably won't ask anybody to help my English, because this is part of my English learning journey, and I think I should be enjoying this part also, because it's part of my journey. No matter how lost I might be sometimes, but just looking for the best answer for myself is also very enjoyable, because no one tells me what to do. I'm the only one who tries to find the answer. So this makes me feel very independent, and creative. I don't want to do something that others tell me what to do because this is the best way. But I don't think there's the best way for everyone. So depending on the person, they should have their own best way, right? So that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I hope I have been making myself understood well, clearly. Okay, thank you for listening, and I'm so happy that I already finished my speaking practice in the daytime, because I have enough time for the rest of my day to practice my English. Okay, thank you very much. And today is Saturday, so I really hope that you have a wonderful, lovely weekend. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.